right here, we'll know that we can split up the quadrants into power over 6 and power over 4. If we split into power over 6, then we go by 0, power over 6, power over 3, which is also 2 power over 6, so on, so on, so on. And for power over 4, we'll know it's half of each quadrant. So 0, power over 4, pi, 3 power over 4, so on, so on. So if we look at right here, sine pi over 4, we'll know that it's in the first quadrant because that's the first half of the first quadrant. And it's like that, we just put our middle finger down, since it's in the middle, and we'll know that it's square root of 2 over 2 and square root of 2 over 2 because it's always over 2. We can find, since both are 2, we'll know that both sine and cosine is root 2 over 2. Moving on to the next problem is cosine 5 pi over 6. And if it's 5 pi over 6, we can identify by counting pi over 6, 2 pi over 6, which is pi over 3, 2 pi over 3, and then 5 pi over 6. So then we'll be using our left hand, and our left hand is this one, so we put down our index finger, and we'll know, since cosine will be using the top one, the closest to the pinky, and we'll know it's root 3 over 2, since it's always over 2. So it's root 3 over 2, and its cosine is on the left side, left quadrant, so we'll know it's negative. Moving on to the next one. 4 pi over 3, we can count. We can count by 6, so pi over 6, pi over 3, 2 pi over 3, 5 pi over 6, 7 pi over 6, and then 4 pi over 3. So we'll still be using our left hand, and we'll be closing our index finger. And since it's sine, we'll be using, since cosine was our pinky, sine will be the closest to the thumb. And we'll know that it's just 1 and it's over 2, so it's 1/2. And again, it's on the left side, so it's negative. So it's negative 1/2. The last but not least, we have 7 pi over 4, and it's over 4, so we will know it's in half. So pi over 4, pi over 2, 3 pi over 4, pi, 5 pi over 4, 3 pi over 2, and lastly, 7 pi over 4. So we'll be using our left hand again, just like the first quadrant. And 7 pi over 4, so we'll be closing our middle finger. And again, we'll know it's root 2 over 2. And it's cosine, so we'll be using our first one. And cosine was negative on the left, but not on the right, so it's root 2 over 2.